Morning, good morning, good morning, and another good morning. As it's a Monday, we will overemphasize on how good a morning it is, just for those that are going to work this morning. Good morning to each and every one of you. We have a lot of wind in this area. I knew it was going to be windy. I did warn you about your wigs and your hats. So we expected that this morning, but they have been hiding behind some of these annoying bushes. But they have formed a beautiful wind block for me today, so I guess they do serve some kind of purpose. Good morning to each and every one of you. It's a beautiful morning, a little bit cloudy. We have an approaching tropical wave. Not expecting too much rain, but it would be lovely to get any kind of rain right now in Barbados because it's very hot. As you know, we're going through a drought in this region, so it would be lovely to get a little bit of water this morning, heavenly water for sure. What a beautiful sunrise it is. Glows. All of those beautiful rays are extending out from behind those clouds, going heavenly. Promises of a new day, people, a new day to enjoy your life. So get up this morning, no matter what you're confronting, find the beauty that surrounds you and enjoy your day. I'm certainly going to do that myself for sure. Good morning. As you can see, I am as handsome as always. I know you all have not seen me since Saturday. Briefly on Saturday, I promised to behave on Saturday since Friday, so nobody come and tell me that it was because of anything they did, because I said in advance that I was going to behave myself on Saturday, and I had a wonderful time with the family. What a great place to go with a bundle of people, you know, people that we had not even met ever before, we did not even know existed from YouTube, came on and joined us, came and drove up into St. Joseph and joined us and had a good time. We really had a beautiful, beautiful morning, very serene, very peaceful, absolutely perfect. Nicole, again, thanks for a great vlog. Thanks for bringing your passion and your care and your love and your gentleness to our broadcasts on Saturdays. Once again, sun's coming up, so we're going to be facing a little bit of wind here at the moment, just so while we're talking. As it is a rising sun, you all know what we like to do. We like to say our Serenity prayer at this time. Remember, it's a prayer for guidance, peace, comfort and direction. One I use very often, helps you get through the day. Remember, you can always know what you're supposed to do. However, when challenges creep up on you, they come in camouflaged and they can get in on you and unfortunately take over us. Although we know we're not supposed to be doing certain things, we do it. So today we're going to pray for that strength. We're going to pray for understanding. So if you'd like to join us, please do. We'll back off if you win just a little bit here so we can say our Serenity prayer and hopefully you'll be able to hear a little better. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. It's a stunning morning. Yes, we don't know if you all recognize it. I know for sure, Brother Malcolm, if you're on, you would know this place because you and me have rubbed shoulders and hugged each other on waves up here many times. This is Silver Sands Resort. We're picking up from where we left off last week when I carried out the Spice Girls with me. What a hard day that was. Coming with them on Saturday is okay, but any other day of the week, man, feels torturous. But they're a loving group of people. I wouldn't walk anywhere with another group of people in my life that I prefer more than I do when I'm with them. Seriously speaking, I love all of you all. Every one of you all mean a world to me. You all are my healing. So without you all in my life, life would be very, very difficult for sure. Yes, we are missing the co-star again. She is allowed out on the property this morning. We decided yesterday that we were not going to have the parole hearing until this morning, so she is going to be permitted back out again. I would imagine if she continues to behave today, it depends on what her reactions are like on this vlog this morning. As you all will know, her curfews and her house arrest has paid dividends. 𝗂𝗏 Police was given a strike on Friday, along with Maurice, along with Jeremy and a lot of the others. They are now understanding why I put her under house arrest, and that is so she will be able to conduct herself in a good manner and deal with you all appropriately because she's been awarded the powers of the strike. She is our strikeologist. Is this not just beautiful up here? Absolutely beautiful. It may be wind blowing, but stunning. As you all know, I don't have to tell you because you can see it, it's Sargassum season in Barbados. We call it Sargassum season now. Once upon a time this did not happen. I remember prior to 2015, as far as I know, being in the water all those years, that is when it really started to get heavy in Barbados. So since then, we have been, I don't have a word, I don't know what word to use. I would have to say blessed because it's a part of nature and we're still getting to see life and stuff. However, we have been sort of like taken over a little bit on the south and the eastern sides by Sargassum for sure. A lot of floats in the water this morning. Not big mats that we have seen this time of year usually, so it looks like it could be something that could come and go with the tide, but as you will see, we like to look at the beauty of life. We're going to call it golden mats. That is just beautiful. I don't mind anything else. Right now, what I'm seeing is nothing but sheer beauty. I'm going to come out a little further. There's going to be a little wind, but I want you to see these rays that are coming off the lower sections of these clouds this morning. This is what you gotta call stunning. I really should have allowed out our co-star this morning because she brings the beauty of Barbados through her eyes, which is absolutely stunning. So hopefully from tomorrow we'll have some still shots because, well, that all depends. Let's not get carried away. Let's wait and see. Bill was paid last week. I put that in the kitty. I put that into my mattress. Thank you, Mr. Billionaire. I never thought you would pay more than $1 for anything in your life. You paid $1.50. Thank you. We set the bill at $1.50, and he thought I meant $1.50. So he came forward and said, "I will pay the bill," like some kind of big man. But he want to pay $1.50. That cannot even get you on a ZR, sir. So that's why she's being kept on the house arrest for a little bit longer. All right, for the surfers that are on here, this is a break called Silver Sands. I remember when I first started surfing here. I will not tell you all when that was, but there were very few people who used to come out here. It was ourselves, which was Ashley, Trot, myself, Kevin, and the South Point crew. We're the ones who used to always come here and surf. This place, in those days, used to get so big that almost every surf session a board would be broken out here because we used to get a much bigger surf out here. In those days, I found more consistent and very deadly. Now it has eased back a little bit, but it still has the potential to break boards out here for sure. Shad Bryan, good morning to you. You would know what I'm talking about. Shad did a hand headstand out here in the water one day. It was quite comical until we realized he was really stuck. But then everything was cool after that there. So good morning to each and every one of you all. Just flashing back some memories right now. We used to love these conditions especially. Now you would have known that many times you've been here and there's been sand all along here. But the conditions that we liked as surfers was when there was no sand here. Very dangerous if you had a board that got away from you because it would get damaged and destroyed on the inside section. However, as the sand shifts out here, you get the real reef and then you get a perfect formation on the outside section. Predominantly right, you paddle out just to the left of the camera and you work your way out. You can see the kind of waves that are here. It only breaks a little further out than that, but it gets really, really good. And what it does do is come from almost down at the point itself and work its way through the bay. If you ever see South Point, say about head, shoulder, head high, and the conditions are mid to high tide, come up here and check it out. As long as there's not too much wind, absolutely perfect surf. All right, we didn't come to do a surfing video today. We're out here just raising the alertness to the beauty of Barbados and what we had to call the sort of like, unfortunately in this area, dilapidated buildings. We did a vlog here the other day. We went the other side with the Spice Girls, you would remember, or some of them, and we showed you Silver Sands Resort. We're sort of picking up from where we left off last time. The mission today is to go down and have a look at Surfers Bay Cafe. They've been doing a lot of work down there. We haven't been there for over a month in the morning time to walk around the property. If the security cameras are on at Surfers Bay, please know we are coming your way because I want to show the world your improvements because I know you've been working on it feverishly. We saw it at one of our office parties, or sorry, one of our office functions. I don't like to use the word party because we work really hard at it. I don't want people to think that we just party all the time. At one of our office functions, we were there about a month ago, but we're still going to take a trip down there and have a look at it this morning. That's the intentions of this walk. And as I said, also to show you the beauty of this area. Show you that you don't have to go to the east side to do a little hiking if you want, or a little bit of cliff walking. You can actually do that here as well. Again, going back again, we talked about it last time we were up here doing our vlog, last week sometime. Can't remember when it is. Every day merges for me. Every day is an off day, so it merges. I'm going to use a little body block. You all know I have a massive body, but can't beat nature, so we might get a little wind. But when I first started to surf up here, there was no building in this section whatsoever. This is all a grass pasture. We used to ride down Cart Road. We used to stop right here, and then we would go out and surf from here. These buildings were all erected after that. And this is where mostly Bajans stayed whenever they had a staycation time. Bank holidays, you would find Bajans out here galore, no matter what time of year it was. All these front condos, all these front apartments here would have been taken mainly by Bajans enjoying staycation. Still get accommodations up here if this is what you like. There's 𝗃𝐿𝐴, there's above there's 𝗃𝗏, but here's 𝗃𝐿𝐴. And then, as you can see, beautiful, beautiful condos in this area and homes as well. I'm going to show you, we're going to have the luxury of having a real good look in at a property here that we are usually blocked by coconut trees and stuff. I just want to show you what these properties look like in case you're interested in renting. These go right back up for this entire square here. These are very, very popular. You will not really find accommodations in this area in peak season because these are extremely popular and they have repeat people that have been here 10, 12, 15, actually 20, 30 years, because I know most of the, well, not most of them, but quite a few of them that stay here. It's beautiful this morning, absolutely beautiful. Okay, now we can get some wind, but I got to show you what's going on above here, because you got to have a look at these rays. So forgive the wind. Here we go. Stunning. I will show you a little further out, but there is a lot of sea spray coming off the cliff, so I really can't stand around in that area too long. But I just want to show you a little bit of it. I am going to get a megaphone so that I can put it right and cup the microphone, so you'll all be able to hear me all the time, because a lot of people will say, Nick, I miss you so much. I can't hear you when there's wind. Please get rid of the wind, etc. So I'm going to rectify that problem. I'm going to get a megaphone and cup the microphone. Alright, so if you want some information on this property, you can do a freeze frame later. Give them a call, look it up online, have a look at it, but we will show you the enhancements to this property as we go around a little bit further on the front section. I love the way this is used, the coconut limbs and stuff, naturally going across here, really enhances this here, makes it feel very, very tropical. As you see a lot of sargassum up here. No, it has not been thrown up here by people. People have not taken off the beach, brought it up here. This has actually come up with these swells that have surged and come up and hit the cliffs. Brings it up on top of here as well, as you will see. There is a spectacular blowhole here. I don't know if it's functioning this morning. We'll stop for a second. You see? A little swell coming in, so we just stop for a minute anyhow. If you were to see this here at the higher tides, or even when it's bigger, you would freak out, because it actually goes maybe about 10 or 15 feet in the air quite comfortably right through this section here, blowhole. But we did talk with the property, but to show you it, you're going to indicate some wind, so here we go. Here a little bit speedier in case some water comes up. You see all this water in the cliff. No, we have not had rain. Again, this is all the splashing and stuff that goes on here, so we don't hang around in this immediate area for too long, or we may have to duck for a cover. All the fishing poles across here, or the 𝐼𝐸 tubing to hold the fishing poles, would indicate to you how much fishing is done in this general area here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Normally, as you know, we see our guys up here like Chris and the others will be up here this morning enjoying some fishing. However, with the sargassum, well, they don't do it at this section at this time because of that reason. Alright, so here we see the lighter coral. We always talk about the parts breaking it off in Barbados. You would see that has sheared off from there very recently. Has not even been weathered as yet. So just remember, when you're walking on cliff areas in Barbados, please exercise absolute caution. Don't go to the very, very edge just to get a picture unless you have some kind of expansion on, like a gimbal or something that you'll be able to reach the edge. Please keep a little ways back and be cautious. We don't need incidences while you're on vacation. You only want is pleasurable vacation, that's it. Alright, so we said we would show you a little bit more of the property now. As you were seeing, I've done some trimming and stuff on the bushes. Notice again, I said there were bushes and I'm maintaining that. So it's looking beautiful. We can look right in the property. And again, what a beautiful, beautiful sunrise this morning. I love clouds, you all know already. I'm not a person that likes a golden globe coming up off of the water like that. I like to see clouds, I like to see the outer bands, I like that. That's the character as far as I'm concerned of the actual sunrise itself. Beautiful. Lovely property. So remember, you can stay here if you would like. Alright, so everybody knows I love this walk. If you have not been with us before, I will say it now. I love this walk. So, I love walking through here now. As we start to go behind these buildings here, signal will drop, but we won't be behind here too long, so we're going to go through it pretty quick. We're not going to stop and pause. We're going to actually walk through here rapidly because it does go fairly low, so hopefully we will not lose signal. If we do, just hang in there. We'll come back in a couple of moments time, if it happens, that is. I would like to take you on the outer ridge here. If I do that though, unfortunately, we're going to be a lot slower because very sharp coral out there. Don't want the signal to go. But I love this. This is pretty much natural, but it's maintained, of course. But it's beautiful. I absolutely adore walking through here. At certain times of year, a lot of these leaves are redder, and you get a contrast. The contrast is incredible. Even now you're seeing it. What a beautiful, beautiful walkway, huh? Not really hearing too many whistling frogs at the moment in the island, as you all would appreciate. Very, very dry conditions. Whenever it gets dry, whistling frogs disappear. Don't worry, as soon as it starts raining. I mean, if it was now, if there were not any of the water warnings or using of water restrictions in Barbados, we would be hearing them because all the gardens would be moist and stuff. But at the moment, it's not legal to use piped water like that for plants or anything. So therefore, adhering to that, you will hear very few with St. Frogs anywhere. You probably have to go out in St. Thomas or St. Joseph areas to hear them in some of the valleys and some of the beautiful areas out there that are sort of like moist, sort of like the river beds and stuff, or the stream beds. I'm going to take you back up in the upper section where we will walk. Remember, we're not doing anything major today. We're just letting you see Barbados. Again, another set of clear, or I should say light coral there. Again, that would be a shale off of it. So it doesn't have to be a big piece that breaks off. It could just be the absolute surface itself. That is where the problem will come. You can see it in the water there. It's happened recently. You can see the lighter piece in the water in the center of the camera. So you could quite easily be just standing on that and it lift off. It doesn't have to be a huge crack. It could just be a crack that's sort of like moving at a horizontal rather than a vertical. So that can easily happen. That shale completely off. Again, great water spouts in this area when we have very, very heavy sea conditions. Another very popular break. Well, actually, no, let's rephrase that. Another unpopular, unknown to most break is a left that comes off at this point. Sometimes when you get silver sands extremely big and you get offshore conditions, you can get a perfect left that runs down through here. It's multiple peaks, very fast, very shallow. And this goes right down into 𝗲𝗄𝐿 Bay. So this entire way can be a right. Now again, you have to pick the right wave because I said just now multiple peaks. So sometimes you'll be out here surfing and you'll get closer on often. It's a long paddle because there's lots of current out here, and also if you get bombed like upper section, you really won't be able to paddle back out until you get knocked right down inside. But that's all a part of the game, I guess. Today we are calling this the Love Wagon. Love, L-O-V-E. As you can see, she's completely decorated in beautiful flowers. So she's changed from the War Wagon into the Love Wagon. And of course, as you know, I am the Bajan warrior, aka Romeo. Alright, so off we go. This is a beautiful little walk, and over the years the property owners around here have enhanced this entire area. Obviously not this structure, because this is not an enhancement at all. This has been here for so long I don't even know if it's any use anymore. I probably have to resurvey it for strength and stuff if they're going up on it. But this is a beautiful spot here. But as you can clearly see, I'll show you in a second, I would say the hindrances of having a home in this general area, and that would be the metal starts to rot on the inside, or rust on the inside, swell and break the concrete off. So hence I was saying they would have to recheck the structure for safety before they actually put a building on the top of it. All of these pallets you're seeing, no, these did not come out here and get dumped. These are actually pallets that are being brought here by the fishermen and stuff to make these beautiful benches. So if you come out here again, I would recommend not doing so in the like around 12 or 1 or 2, as it's extremely hot. But in the evening time you can get some spectacular sunsets from here. Not really this time of year, but around February, January and February, when the sun is more in the southern section, where you can actually see the sun setting from here. Right now you would only see it over the land. You would have noticed that on our last trip that we did up to Surfers Bay. We saw the sun setting over the actual land itself and not over the sea as we did a month before. Just a month, that's all it takes, and everything will change completely. Little pockets of sand all over here. The swimming in this general area is absolutely no good. You would have to go down to 𝗲𝗄𝐿 Beach or 𝗲𝗄𝐿 Bay, whichever you want to call it, and that's where you can take a little swim if you want, or cool down. However, most of the properties in this area will have their swimming pools, etc. A lot of people up here come into this area and stay in this area for the peace of Serenity. So I'm not going to talk really loud this morning. I'm going to keep my voice down to keep the peace out here. So, Mr. 𝗍𝗘𝗍𝗲, if you're on, my brother, look at the differences already. You can see they've actually put a drum out here. They've made the foundation area better where the bench is. Remember, we had Ray handcuffed onto this bench because he was behaving bad the last time he was here with us. So we handcuffed him on here. But what we did is we took the angle of the photo of him to show or not to show the handcuffs. You will see we still have our lock-in device on here to make sure that if he comes back we will have it on hand, that we can actually put it onto him. But this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful enhancements and addition onto here as well. Again, what I'll do is I'll do like what Ray did, and well, he had no choice, we locked him down. But we will freely sit down on this bench and we will take a 180 and show you the enhancements to this general area and how beautiful up here is. Really, really lovely. If you had walked here, I would say maybe a year ago, you wouldn't have seen anything like this at all. Over last year, a lot of beautification has gone on up here for sure. Today we said you could wear 2x2s. Beach shoes would have done as well. I have on my beach shoes as well. Although there's some rough areas, we not be walking right on these sharp sections. But again, you can rent here if you would like. Just have a look online, put in Silver Sands and see what the accommodations are up here. There are properties from here going way back. I would say 3 blocks back to where you can actually, well, blocks, because our blocks here in Barbados are small, but there are some properties in the back section here, Purple Heart Homes and Green Heart Homes that look beautiful as well. They're also up for rental if you're interested, Airbnb. Every time you walk past this property, be like, show this property is beautiful. No, we are not trying to malicious and be cautious like Mr. 𝐁𝐝 or like our co-star. We actually just like to show you the beauty of this property and how lovely and natural they've kept it. You know, everything out here has been kept looking sort of very, very natural. They're using all the old tree stumps and stuff that they can for modifications. The rocks are collected on the beach itself are what are protecting and also encircling most of the little trees that are growing at the moment. Absolutely beautiful. And as you can see, there is a concern of rough seas up here and stuff, so they do have this rescue board that is put here in case anyone is in difficulty. You can get that and obviously return it after. Please do not come and take it over to the east coast and go for a paddle. But I'd like to show you up here. It is really beautiful. Morning. Beautiful property. So we also like, see, that's beautiful, raising a cup of coffee. Just showing off your property and the rental possibilities. Thank you. As you can see, no better time than now to go to the beach and do nothing. Well, we're going to go to the beach today, but we're not going to do nothing. We're going to bring you the beauty of Barbados for sure. But I love that sign. Again, another Airbnb property here if you're interested. Down and upstairs, these both rent. Lots of them here. Remember in the days when surfing was extremely popular in Barbados, I mean really popular in Barbados, you used to have all these properties here always busy and full. A lot of people built with the plan of it continuing, but then with the closure of Silver Sands Resort, a lot of people had to struggle to get accommodations filled. However, you still do get the regulars that will come and stay here year round. It is hard to get anything in this area at peak season for sure. But you can still call because you do get last minute cancellations, as we all know in anything. Now, we said we were going to come up here this morning to show off the modifications that have gone on. We're going to do a walk through the property. But I want to let you see, to me, what is probably one of the most beautiful beach bar areas in Barbados. Definitely great for functions. I understand, I can appreciate, I should say, that the sea spray would affect the band players and their equipment and stuff, because, you know, sea spray on equipment like that can be really perilous to the operation. However, look at this here. It has all been teared off, as you know. They've done even more than when we were last here. We're going to walk right through properties, so don't worry. Have no fear. Mr. Billionaire, either get your bill ready, and remember, it will obviously not be $1. And also call your security and let them know I'm on the way up, please, sir. And if you have to reverse the charges, charge it to me, please. All this area is lit. You can see lights right along here. It is absolutely stunning. I don't know if you've seen our vlog that we did up here last time. We came and had our last office party up here. I think it was somewhere in maybe April, somewhere around that time. It was absolutely amazing. I mean, really lovely. It's about a month ago. We were privileged to watch a band here, and in the background with all these splashing waves and stuff, the lighting absolutely spectacular. So if you have the opportunity, have a look at that later on for me. Down here you see known as Coral House where we are. It has now changed name, and has been taken over, and the whole thing has been enhanced. You remember through the times, you've been up here through time, so you remember the stages of the development of this place and also the reinforcement. You see they've enclosed all underneath the actual decking area now. That's something new as well. It's been beautifully stained and stuff fit into the actual environment. No big bright colors or anything like that. Just beautiful. I love this. All right, again, you can rent property here. You can stay here in the condos if you would like, or you can just come up here and enjoy their bar facilities. Remember, I think prosecco is on special on Sunday afternoon. You can ask Mary. Switch Mary knows all about that, because from the time she heard that, every week she says, let's go back to Surfers Bay, let's go back to Surfers Bay. Not really Mary, but I know that's in your mind. You don't have to say it. I can imagine what you're saying. We take you up here and look at the back of the property here, and then we're going to come through the front. Alright, so adequate parking. If you come here on a Sunday, don't fear. This is not all the parking. You can park all in the back section. We see a cart road going. There are cart roads that run all across this pasture between here and South Point. A little adventure for if you have a 4x4, but again, please remember, be kind and courteous to the neighborhood. You can see all the lighting that goes right around the back. I'll show you the back of the property, because we actually haven't been behind here. Now this is why I had to call it a beautiful tree. This is a dunk tree, not like those bushes that we see along the road. This is a dunk tree, absolutely beautiful. But lots of parking up here, as you can see. This entire area designed for parking, even the upper ridge here as well. You can see as well that has been leveled for parking as well and maintained. Right now things real wrong in Barbados, as in lack of rain. So, you know, this is how it is right now. We can see all the coconut shells that we put here to sort of like enhance and support the growth of grass. Coconut shells are used a lot with orchids and stuff in Barbados to maintain moisture, because they're very fibrous. So if there is any rain or anything like that, it maintains it. Also blocks the sun from burning it as well. So they've used all the natural products again to help enhance the property. This goes right around the back. This place has changed a lot over the years for sure. All right, back around front again. Last time we were here, as I said, great time. We will be back for sure, no doubt about that. Just waiting until you know, when some more time goes by. And of course, we have been doing shot in the dark secret missions recently, and that is because I have obviously had to put our co-star under house arrest. You all would know that. I mean, don't even ask why. If you all know her, you all would know she misbehaves all the time. So we had to put her under house arrest, so therefore we discontinued the office assembly for now. But we will be back with that very soon. As soon as she comes back out on the road, we will decide where we're going. Actually, it's her brainchild to carry the EMC all over this island and share our beauty and happiness and joy with everyone. Beautiful morning. We are expecting a few showers later on. However, as you all would have seen this morning, we are expecting severe heat today. I mean, this is only like, you know, this is May. We're already seeing at 32 degrees centigrade. I put the conversion there for you for Fahrenheit for those who are interested in seeing it. Beautiful property. You're going to get a little better look here. Again, if security is on this morning and if the owners of Surfers Bay are here, please let us know. We're coming around to 𝗃𝗏𝗏𝗏 Barbados and 𝗃𝗏𝗏𝗏 the Beauty of Barbados, which will include Surfers Bay, Beachfront Inn and Gastropub. Up here is beautiful. They put a lot of work in this place. I remember, and you would also remember, because if you were with us like 2.5 years ago when we started, you would have seen how up here was at that time, very undeveloped. You know, it was just very rustic and rough and basic. It has completely changed now. This place is absolutely beautiful. The atmosphere up here is incredible. Multiple layers all over of sitting. So you're not limited just to one area. You have different plateaus and stuff you can come and sit at. Again, everything looks so natural and beautifully enhanced. You're gonna come around again, walk through here. Remember, this is a little joke for you all. Last time that we came here, well, not last time, the last morning that we did a vlog through here, I was peeping around and snooping because of course, conductor said he wanted nosy. I mean, seriously, he wanted nosy. Oh, by the way, if you're up here, Wi-Fi password. I love this place, and that I certainly do. Quite easy to remember that password for sure. But as I was saying, the conductor was really annoying me, saying that he wanted to have a nosy around and he was going to withdraw his free espressos to me. So I came and walked around and I said, wow, no security up here. Nobody even knows we're here. Lo and behold, the owner called me and said, oh, I hope you can count your office up there. You know, they're fully stocked with cameras everywhere, as you can see. Camera here, camera there, camera everywhere. Good morning to all the security. This is us, 𝐷𝗍𝐷𝗏, and good morning to you. So we actually did not have a problem, but we were certainly seen, although we thought we were moving in stealth mode. So you're doing a lot of refurbishment. As you can see, they're expanding the deck on these here. So they're really working on it now. It's down season. You can see all of the work that's going to be going in on this. You can see where they started to remove some paint and stuff to do some upgrading to concrete and thing. But as you can clearly see, they're expanding the deck on that lower section. Absolutely beautiful. Up here in actual rainy time and stuff, green, green, green and lovely. So you're not allowed to go beyond here. If you come up here to the bar, do not think you could come up here and bail in the pool. We tried that. We didn't actually make it. We were told it's private. So, good morning to William. Good to hear you, brother. Glad to know you're on. Hopefully you're watching this morning. But beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to go a little further down, give you a 360, let you appreciate the actual beauty of this place. We're going to go back in the bar again too. You're not finished. We're roaming freely this morning. Hopefully you don't hear sirens and stuff in a few minutes time, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, so we can do a little 360 from here. Our first circle of love. Here we go. If you get the opportunity to come up here for one of their full moon parties and they have a big bonfire that's lit right there, please do not miss it. Come and enjoy it. It is absolutely amazing. I noticed that Miss Kara here taking pot shots at me about she thought I was a certified walker. I did not complain about walking through little easy flower forest. I'm not going to say who did. I hope you can walk this morning. Jeez. One thing for sure, you had a problem in running your mouth. Your mouth is definitely Olympically trained now. I must say, you know, you have learned extremely well. Alright, so back up into the bar section we go again. Just to show you what in here is like, and also to show you the most beautiful thing that there is around. Hi. I know y'all are marveling because y'all didn't think anything could get more beautiful than the scenery out here, but now you're seeing it for yourself. Jeez. Alright, a little drink's this price, just to give you an indication of what it is. And you can see the happy hour prices here. It's not that you get 2 for 1, you get reduced rates. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. Prosecco again goes from $18 to $10 at happy hour. Okay, where can you get a glass of wine, Prosecco wine in Barbados for $10? Oh, seriously. You know that I like that. I like that system. Better than a 2 for 1. 2 for 1 means, first of all, you're getting 2 drinks at the same time and you gotta drink them fast or they're going to dilute themselves with ice. So, or you could drink it watery and horrible. And some people cannot drink 2 drinks. I mean, look at our head cheerleader, Cheryl. She thinks of 2 drinks and she talks bare nonsense. Actually, she thinks of 1 drink and she talks bare nonsense. When she drinks 1 drink, she talks bare nonsense. And then she drinks 2, well, you can't even understand her. Good morning, head cheerleader. Love you. Alright, so you see lots of seating, lots of different configurations of tables and stuff. And we're going to make our way down. But before, oh, I hear some car brakes out there. Must be security coming for me. I doubt that very much because they know who I am already. Nobody walks with a bareback except for the bareback tour guide. So we're going to give you a view from up here in this corner. We're going to make our way across the corner, but I'm going to put you around all the trees so you don't have all of them to look at and the poles and stuff. So just give me a few minutes. Remember, these stunts that you're seeing done here are only being practiced by a professional. Do not try and do what I am doing, of course. But you'll see all the multiple layers of seating here, which means that when the band is performing on the lower elevation and the bandstand, that beautiful section here with the little dance floor in front of it, you can actually sit anywhere here and take it in. You're not being blocked by anyone. They've actually used the natural grading of this entire landscape here and have utilized it into making it into tiers, which is absolutely beautiful. Even a little more. Imagine when up here starts to get beautified and the grass starts to come through this quarter cut stone. How beautiful out here is going to be. It's going to be magnificent. But I obviously work in landscape, and as you can clearly see, the planting and stuff that's ongoing right now. So to everyone at Surfers Bay, all the ones that had the panic buttons to hit when they walked in here, thank you for not hitting them, and thank you for letting us have access to your beautiful property. We will be coming back here. I like to think of this as one of our main offices for sure. It is beautiful, as you can see. Picture this if you have not seen the video yet. If you have not seen it, I do encourage you to have a look at it. We had it up, I would say about a month ago, as I said before. But picture all of these torches being lit and the lighting in the background with the sea spray and the actual waves crashing on the cliff and going up in the air behind a band stage. It is breathtaking. I had to say spectacular for sure. I'm going to use my favorite word. It is stunning. When up here it starts to get dark after sunset and these lights start to come on, the atmosphere warms completely up. And the people out here, it's what I do like about this bar, especially about this bar, is majority of the people here are fit like me. They're athletes, and therefore up here 𝗷𝗷𝗘𝗏 is it really definitely an adrenaline rush when you come up here, because everyone up here is fully active. They're all young in heart, no matter what age they are. I mean, everyone can't be young like me, but they do get on as though they're young like me. Everyone, you know, everyone starts like trying to fit in with me. Of course, when they see me walking around, people say, "Wow, I gotta look as good as him and talk and feel fresh like him as well." So they do that quite comfortably. All right, I'm not sure what's going up here. I see a little something going on up here, so I'm gonna take a peep up here. You know me. I'm only doing this because of 𝗂𝗃𝗏 and our co-star. I would not normally walk about and be malicious like this, but I have to show you all what's going on up here. I see they're also leveling off up here and putting on some more tables and stuff as well. And in the back, one of the very, very popular Christmas trees, Barbados style. That is not decorated yet, but that will be decorated for Christmas, I would imagine. Something that we are going to be coming with this year as well, because our co-star has some great intentions for a beautiful Christmas this year with me. But you can see again clearly the kind of work that's going on here. Now this pool is not something that's been here for a very long time, but it's beautiful. It's going to be enhanced. You can see them putting the decorative and ornamental grass along the outside section. Thank goodness they don't have any of that bush around. Oh, I see one of them up there. I'll have to talk to them about that to see how that goes. Alright, so here we go. 180 of the property, so you can truly take in what the seating is like and the different tiers and levels in case you're interested. Remember, this is not an advertisement. This is just showing you what you can experience and enjoy in Barbados. This is most definitely somewhere that a big function could be held quite comfortably. Lots of seating, lots of room. Absolutely stunning and breathtaking tropical scenery. Their property goes right down to where you see that palm there. You'll see where the rocks actually are coming down and making the actual landmark of the property itself. So it's a massive, massive property. Really, really big. Right, make our way down a little further. This is a very, very popular hiking area or walking area for residents in this area who live just up over the hill. A lot of them walk along this coastline here, and why would you not? I mean, it's a little more difficult to walk on the coral cliff itself. However, what a beautiful scenery. Can you imagine waking up in the morning and doing this walk? Yes, and I'm talking about every day, not just for 3 weeks. Every day of life, this is what these folks can do. Now remember, if you are a person, like actually if you're like a lot of people, you will come up here and you walk here, not even see the sea, not even see the sunrise, and just walk your exercise. And then I will say to you later on, how's the ocean today? Well, I don't know, I didn't look. How many didn't look? That is when you're not looking around you. We always advocate, make sure and take in the beauty that surrounds you. Don't walk around this place. I'm not only talking about Barbados, I'm talking about anywhere in the world, and do not look around you because you're wasting your time. Have a look around you. There's so much beauty to be seen that we take for granted because we saw it yesterday. Doesn't mean it's going to look like today. It will not look like today. It will look different tomorrow again. So try and enjoy it, people. Beautiful though, absolutely beautiful. Really lovely. I'm going to go right down the band stage where we're going to do our next one, our next turn, our beautiful, that will be done silently, so we call it a circle of love. We take you down here as well. You can see all the cushions and stuff that are being put out. Really lovely. Again, if you're going down the terraces and stuff, you have to be a little steady. You can't play, you're just running down here or bring your wheelchair at the top and come into the bottom, unless you're a certified wheelchair X-man like me, because I am a wheelchair export facility man. I like to hop in them and challenge them. Alright, so this is where the band would normally set up. As you can see, the band was not here recently, so they've utilized it for different reasons. I guess they may have had a little buffet table or something down here as well. Alright, so here we go. We're going to do a little spin off. Let me go back out a little bit so we can capture a little more of the above scenery. Alright, and I'm going to do a little walking around on this circle of love, so just to get around the posts and stuff. So here we go. Morning, morning. Alright, I pull a circle up there that I know Nicole cannot pull because that would take her like an entire day to get around where I just went around. I just circled the bandstand to show you the actual scenery. Now remember, we are polite people. EMC spreads our love. We are courteous and kind. Even if we are in the middle of a silent circle of love and someone passes, what do? We pay our respects to them and we say good morning to them and greet them because that's what we do. Our priority in life is not to show you the beauty. Our priority is to spread the peace, love and happiness and kindness with the beauty as a backdrop. So sometimes we have to come off our regular program and change it up a little bit so that we can spread our cheer and joy and happiness. As you can see, lighting goes right along here as well. I can only imagine the difficulty it is to maintain the electronics and everything in this area. So all I can say is kudos to all of those affiliated with this Surfers Bay for what your thoughts are. Wait, hold on a minute, Mark. Come back, man. Don't go so fast. When you say good morning to all of our family, I know you exercising.
Good morning, Barbados family and family all over the world.
Any horse racing fan will not know, but this is the man that stands up and lets all the horses out of the gates. If the shark is on board, you see who is there, your boss. Yeah, you know you're talking about the shark?
Yeah.
You know who the shark is?
Yeah.
So you're notorious then. All right, my brother. You have a great day, Mark. All right, man. Good to see you, my brother.
You're doing an excellent job, man. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Well, we're just spreading joy, brother. Thanks very much. Thanks a lot.
I feel the joy this morning.
Man, beautiful, man. Thank you very much for spreading it. All right, cool. All right, so Mark Batson, you all may not know him. I've known him from the time we were as tall as knee height on a grasshopper. But as you can see, I'm a lot younger than him. That's only obvious. But, and you know, Mark, a really good friend of mine. So, Mr. Shark, if you're on board, everyone knows you as being the Shark. As you can clearly see, Mark did not even want me to tell you that what your name was, Dimitri. It's great to know you're on board and you're also known as a Shark. Anyone that was curious as to who the Shark was, he's called Dimitri. Don't mind, he would tell you that's not his name. He would tell you his name is Dwayne or some other nonsense, but we all know him as the real thing. Alright, so this is where the property comes to an end. This is what you call by where the rocks are here and stuff. So this is what you call maximizing. I'm longing to see what else is coming because every time I think that they have finished or they're going to just stay at where they are and enhance it, they're expanding. But this gives you a good view at this angle here of the elevations of this place. This is a real great venue for a big function. So any of you that are out there looking to get married and you have a lot of money you want to spend on all your friends, call me first of all, put me on the headed list because I will come and video it for you. And then I would like to at least have 2 or 3 assistants. I need the co-star. And I may bring another big layer with me, all depends. And the other Spice Girls, so we need clearance for 10. So anytime your wedding starts, you have 10 already before you even start to call anyone else. Don't worry about your parents or your family. You get in contact with us first and let me bring the Spice Girls and let us make your wedding something to always remember. What a lovely location, really. Billionaire, this will be out of your reach, buddy. Even happy hour up here will be out of your reach. You can't even afford a glass of water up here at happy hour because I think they only charge like $1 for a glass of water. So you had to pay 50 cents. I don't think you can handle that, brother. You're too cheap. You would never become a millionaire or maintain your money. I know you don't like to work hard at all. You got your money and then you stop spending and you stop working. I congratulate you for stopping working, but you stop spending, man. Come on, man. We get on with it all. Can't take it with you. Alright, so Rescue Beach, Rescue Bay, some people call it Baby Beach. It's normally so many different names. We do know what 𝐵𝗍𝐺 is called. That's directly in front of us. Again, many times a year here, you will not see any sand at all because it's Sargassum. This is extremely light right now, although you're seeing a big float here on the outside section because of the color. And you can see there are multiple days of floats that have been coming in here. You will not see that beach at all at certain times of year. We're going to stop our vlog down there on that beach, so we're going to walk down to the beach. Need to touch some sand today, just even if it's for a minute. Maypole cacti. In the early days in Barbados, these poles here, the actual post itself from the maypole was used and they put nets on it and used to carry them as flotation because they're great flotation, they're very fibrous. I use that as they were going for sea eggs. So you will float your net along this here, you'll take this off, cut it, take it down, float it and put your nets on it. So when you're diving sea eggs, you would have somewhere to put the sea eggs so you could do a lot of diving. As you all know, sea egg season has been outlawed. It's outlawed right now. At one time it went to any month that had an R in it. However, that has changed. It is now outlawed. So don't come to Barbados and see sea eggs and play you're going to harvest them and go in and eat them, because that can't be done now. You will get locked up. You want to spend time in Barbados, but not in our Barbados jail. So please be understanding of our laws and restrictions. Alright, so we're on Rescue Beach. Beautiful little beach. Absolutely lovely. A lot of times a year you will find a lot of fishermen guys that come up here, catch, and then sit down on the tree up here and then roast their fish in this general area. So we're going to walk down here. Excuse the bush over on the right hand side. I haven't killed all of it yet, so there's still some in the area. But beautiful. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is what you gotta call a stunning morning. How blessed am I and how blessed are you to be able to see it? I'll tell you, I am really blessed. I'm getting this wind blowing in my back now. It is lovely. The morning's beginning to now wake up. The warmth is beginning to come, but there's a beautiful fresh breeze up here. Floating gold, as we like to call it. We look for the beauty, remember that? We could call it other things, but we look for the beauty, so we're going to call it floating gold. And as I was mentioning, this is where you'll find a lot of guys hanging out and roasting fish. You can see right on the inside section here of the rocks, they have built their own little area where they would do some roasting. And this is where you'll find the guys sitting down. It's amazing how this peace and serenity is all here right above one of the posher areas in Barbados that's heavily built up, and that's Atlantic Shores and Enterprise. I would have to say this is like our Sandy Lane of the south coast. Very built up. No, not commercial, no, not, sorry, I almost misled the word, but very built up and renovated with some beautiful homes. Buying property up here in the years gone by was cheap. I'm talking about 40 years ago, a property up here was cheap. Now you can't even get property, and if you do, you're going to be paying a pound and a crown. Cheese, you don't like that word? All the English people understand that, a pound and a crown. Alright, or you had to pay $1 and a dime then. Alright, 360, here we go. Peace and serenity beyond words. And just to show you how built up this area is, I'm going to go up on top of this section where we will sign off. A lot of wind, so I didn't want to go up here for too long and do too much talking, but I see some other types of bush up here. Not my favorite kind to talk about, but there's some other bush up here. I'm sure we'll get a little bit of a shelter. Also give you a landmark bearing of where we are. The red and white hoop structure up there, it's cast iron. That is the South Point Lighthouse. And we're just going to make our way up here. Remember, if you're walking, as I am in beach shoes, keep a look down, because there are cacti up in these bushes here that may be overgrown or hidden under the grass, so be careful. But this will show you how built up we are. Now, this is how close we are to a heavy residential area, and you all can still see the peace and serenity that's right here waiting for you. So you know how to drive all over the east coast to find this. You can come up here if you would like. You can go from here right along through Inchmarlow, right up to Long Beach, right along the cliffs of Paragon, right up past Green Point and Salt Cave, right up to Ocean City and around to Foul Bay if you're interested. All that is cliff area that you can walk. You can go see the Harp guns, you can watch aircraft as they're taking off and landing. Absolutely beautiful walk. So again, recommend it for early morning. It's very, very cool to get a couple of friends together and let them join you and take in some of the peace and serenity that Barbados has to offer. I'm not going to tell you not to stay in your hotel and enjoy your beach chairs and enjoy the beach and go to bars on a night. I'm not saying not to do that. I'm going to tell you just a day or two and put them one side to do something different. Don't come to Barbados every year, do the same thing that you do every year, and then say Barbados is tired. No, you are tired. You have given up looking. That is the problem. There's so much beauty to be seen. If you're not a friend or family member, I know the wind force. Sorry, was every time I am about to say something important, which as far as I'm concerned is 100% of the time, the wind blows and stops you from being able to say it. So I'm going to come down to a less windy area and maybe look underneath this bush here See, it's another bush. It's a little bit bigger, but it is a bush. And we can tell you all here. Come to Barbados with an open mind. Don't come to Barbados to do the same thing every year. Put a day or two one side. Make sure that you do something different. Barbados has so much to offer. If you're not a friend of mine on Facebook, please send your friend requests. If you watch us on YouTube, thank you for watching on YouTube, but we still want you to come over to Facebook. If you don't have an account there because of all the chaos that Facebook had at one time and all the unpleasantries and stuff, that is not what the EMC is. Just come to Facebook to join the EMC so you can speak to your friends and family and your loved ones as is going on right now. Remember, there are hundreds and hundreds, even up to 1,000 comments sometimes while we're doing our vlogs, and that's people who are caring about each other and sharing love and kindness together. If you're on YouTube, you will see a one-sided conversation. You will think, man, he is so unfair to everybody, he bad talks everybody. You have no clue of what the people are saying here on Facebook. So please send your friend requests to us on Facebook. We will send a map to you. On the map has all the places we have been, which is the entire coastline, every beach, and a lot of sections in the center of the island. You can then go back onto YouTube and you can put in your search in my channel. I had to say my channel because it's not EMC channel, it's Nicholas Dean channel. So you can put a search in there for anywhere you see on the map, and all the vlogs for that given area will come up. Give you the opportunity to see places that you have never seen, which I'm sure a lot of Bajans have never seen a lot of the places that we visit. And a lot of them are actually venturing to those places now because they can't believe what they're actually seeing is on their island that they've lived all their life and they thought they had seen everything. They're now finding out they've seen nothing really in comparison to what this island has to offer. So from myself, again, hopefully this wind is not too strong here. From myself, I got to show you myself because you've not seen enough of me. I told you all yesterday that I was going to show more of myself today because you all did not get to see me at any of our shot in the dark secret missions yesterday, but I did put up a picture for you. So hopefully you took a little time to see that. I know a lot of you, I've heard, I got the request. Oh, how are you doing, brother? I got all the requests from so many people. I was elated with messages yesterday, emails, WhatsApps, Instagram messages, Facebook messages, YouTube messages, even TikTok and Snapchat came through saying, Nick, please put up a full-size picture of yourself because I want to print it and put it on my wall. I want to replace all of my mirrors in the house with a picture of you. So I will put up a high-resolution picture of myself today, for sure, for all those that love me, which is 99.9% of the people are on here. But seriously though, come and enjoy yourself with us. Don't wait until Saturday, don't do docile walk. If you're on the island and you are a person that can get up early, alright, you're going to get up early at 4 o'clock or whatever time you need to get up because you're going to be leaving home at around 4:45 at the time with the sun at the moment. But I will send me an IM and say, I want to walk with you tomorrow. Get up at that time and I will send you an IM in the morning and let you know where we are. Have a car because our bus doesn't pick up that early in the morning. So have your car ready and get ready to go with us because I don't know where we're going to go until the morning. I don't even think about it anymore. One time I used to not sleep thinking about where we're going tomorrow. Have we been there recently? I don't do it anymore. I get up on a morning and wherever I'm motivated to go because that has been put into me, I then look at the wind conditions, the tide conditions, etc. and then we decide where we're going. So if you are willing to get up at 4 o'clock not knowing where you're going to leave in 45 minutes, do so. Message me the night before, say that I want to go tomorrow morning. I will message you where we're going to be at 4 o'clock when, well, I get up 3:15. Co-star likes to lazy around, keep me in bed till about 3:20 or 3:25 because she says she just doesn't get enough of me when we go to bed. So I stay with her, I cuddle her a little bit more, but then we get up and we will drop you a message and let you know where we will be before the preamble comes up. So come and join us, please. You don't have to wait for Saturday. You can walk any day, any time with us. We welcome it. Before we go, just to let you know, I will not be able to vlog tomorrow morning. I have a very pressing meeting. Say a prayer for me tomorrow, and I have no choice, unfortunately, but miss the vlog because I have to prepare myself for what I am doing tomorrow. So say a little prayer for me. I'll be saying my Serenity prayer because it is something that I need to keep my Serenity about. So we will be unable to vlog tomorrow morning. So next time you will actually officially see us will be Thursday afternoon at Q&A Community. I say us because as I said, I will be letting out the co-star from tomorrow, so she will be free and ready to run because she's been confined for a long time. So join us on Thursday afternoon, Q&A Community. I'm not saying you may not see anything tomorrow or may not see it on Wednesday because we may surprise you with something, but at the moment our next official meeting will be at Q&A Community on Thursday afternoon. We are in 𝗳𝗏𝗏's big garden, so don't dilly-dally. Come to 𝗳𝗏𝗏's to eat some food and have some fun and dance like 3 or 4 different DJs on multiple dance floors, all playing either line dancing or oldie goldies. So come and enjoy that with us. And then Friday we start back up at our sunrise And this is all, of course, if God spares life and grants us the ability and the strength to do so. We will be broadcasting to you. Until we next see each other, I want to tell you, I love you all. You all play a very important role in my life. You all are part of my healing. Every day, you all bring healing to me because I am giving away everything that I've been asked to give away. So you all actually are helping me to heal and helping me to love more every day. I know that's impossible because I'm already Romeo, but I do it every day to maintain my status. Have a great time, everyone. We love you all. Greetings from Barbados. Greetings from just below Silver Sands. We're just above Atlantic shores and Enterprise. Greetings from this beautiful rock, 166 square miles of paradise, of what you would like to call home, what I definitely call a slice of heaven on earth. Have a great day. Be peaceful. Carry your peace and love with you. Share a smile today. A smile can save a life. A hello can make someone walk back from the darkest place and realize that they are loved and they're not just walking around invisible. Have a great day, everyone. We love you.